Greetings, Commanders! Well, today's episode is a bit new. We're calling it the Captain's Quarters or Captain's Parlay. I don't know, but I need to start this video off by making an amendment to yesterday's Tuesday Newsday. I said there's an exploit going around where you can go to a server, and if you spend a lot of money, you can get a lot of free rewards for this new feature called, oh god, I forget what it's called. Watch yesterday's video. Right now, the only server that is confirmed to allow this still is 1130, 1130. Exo Stalker is currently the Lord. You have to be under 339 million power, and you get rewards based on how much money you've spent on the game. Check yesterday's video out. This is the only server I know to do it. A lot of players are mad that I shared the exploit, but listen, people were doing it. You may not have known about it, but other players did. That's what we do on this channel. We share information. If it's broken, the devs will fix it. Now the information's out there. I'm sorry if you don't like it. That's just what we do here. I'm not gonna apologize for that kind of stuff in the future. Second, I also mentioned that there were $200 Geist Stones and Spirit Stones. A week ago, someone sent me a screen grab showing if you buy 30,000, you get a Geist Stone. It was locked in my mind. They said, wow, they're giving them away for free 2 days in a row. I saw the image, I wrote it in my notes, I saved the image, and then I deleted everything off my phone last weekend to free up some space. I lost the proof. Apparently it never happened. I was wrong. The Geist Stones never went under 90,000 gold spent, so it wasn't a discount event. They were still $600. I need to amend that. I'm not going to delete yesterday's video. Just know that going forward, if you remember the Discord Align community, that you would have seen that correction, but I'm putting it on YouTube, so it's written into the channel. All right, let's get on with today's new video, live from, where are we? Server 966, the home of Un1 and Dom, where they're battling for Civil War. I'm in Nacho's arc, but we're actually not going to pick up from here until after the intro. All right, so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to pretend like we haven't been talking for the last 10 minutes. Not really. I'm just going to say something like, greetings, Commanders! We're live with Un1's Nachos. Now, if you watched yesterday's video, I did make the announcement that I was siding with Un1 for the battle for N66. I didn't tell Nacho this, but he's already on Discord, and I have decided I'm probably going to throw my hat into Dom's camp. I'm sorry. I have more friends there. That being said, Nacho, welcome to the show.
Are we live?
Oh, we're live. Oh, we're very live.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
So I'm going to show this replay here real quick. This is the, you like how I just turned the voice on?
Yeah.
We've been talking for like 10 minutes, and I was like, all right, I'm going to start recording. All right, so this replay was sent to me from, who's this? This is a Un1 player? It doesn't say his name up there. Sprain? Okay, so walk me through this replay. It's a Gilly versus Reinhardt. Looks like Reinhardt's getting first strike. Where was this at?
This happened on his actual arc, actually. He left himself unshielded, and it's the Chinese player is actually Swan, and Sprain is in Dom. So Sprain saw an opportunity and just clicked full march and went to town.
Okay, so Sprain is actually your enemy. You're in Un1.
Yes, sir.
Okay, server 966 is at war. Dom, formerly known as, what is Dom's other guild name?
They are Dom on 889 as well.
Okay. I thought there was a different guild name they were using. Okay, well.
I can't remember.
Okay, so it's Dom versus Un1. Un1 was the resident powerhouse. I recognized you from their guild list, and I was like, well, if I have to pick a favorite, I know Nacho. Nacho's a good dude. He's always helping out in the community. He's always helping players. He's part of the Patreon thing, right? He helps out. But then I found out Goab, London's Fog, Monkey 4. Hold on, I actually have a list of everyone I know in Dom that came over to give you guys a war. How did this all come about? Who invited them? Is there a story to this?
So pretty much one day in WeChat, because I'm still in the WeChat with Un1, because I was on 888. I was actually, we all fought together, hosted Dom as well, and they just hit me up and they're like, hey, do you know this guy, Rookie? And I started getting screenshots and And I'm like, yeah, he's a pretty good guy. I just played Galactic Battle with him. And next thing I know, I hit Rookie up online. I'm like, you know, what are you guys up to? And he more or less is just like, we're bored. All these servers are dead. We want to have fun. We build these huge armies. And to what? Use them in Galactic Battle only?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And next thing I know, half a Dom just starts showing up on server 966.
Okay, so you hit up Rookie. Rookie's in UN1.
No, Rookie is Dom.
Rookie's in Dom. Okay, you're in UN1.
Yep.
So you invited Rookie and Dom and Gungaji to come start a civil war on 966?
No, they apparently they've been scouting different servers looking for a decent enemy to fight. And they just, after this last Galactic season, they just showed up on 966.
I am so proud. I am so proud of them. That is so badass, dude. To like end the Galactic Battle and go, let's go find a war zone to PvP on. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you dream about. Like, I'm here anchored in 888 with ODAD and company, right? I love the guild. I love being in a Galactic Battle competitive guild. That's something I've always wanted. But the fact that they just like picked up nuts and just walked to a different server and they just throw down to fight with the resident guild, that's pretty awesome. And with that being said, it's been going on for what, a week now?
About 2 weeks now. There for a full week, Senecon was just on fire. Anytime someone would send a march, the other side would knock it out. It's just been going back and forth.
Now, normally when there's a battle for Senticon, people counter each other by using strength and weaken marches, small tier suppression marches, one slot bust, trying to punish each other. This replay I've been showing for the last 5 minutes here, this is spraying with a tier 12 ghillie with tier 12 in the front, the old tier 12, like a tank build style, not the best troops for ghillie, versus a tier 12 Reinhardt. Looks like the classic build. What was his name?
Swan.
Swan, like the bird?
Yep.
Okay. Or the monster from Fallout 4. Some people will get that. All right. So he's got a pretty nasty Reinhardt here. He does not want to go against a ghillie. Ghillie is a good counter to Reinhardt. And she's doing okay, actually. I mean, it's still pretty fair going into it. I think she's going to win. But, I mean, massive losses. Massive losses. Oof. So now it's down to front row versus back row. I think Ghillie's going to break through on the bottom. And the problem is that Reinhardt's heal got disabled from Andromeda. Ghillie's not hitting him hard enough to, like, really knock him out in one shot. Oh, replay ended at 5 minutes. Okay, well, everyone can see what I've been watching on YouTube. All right, now so far, it looks like 2,500 tier 10 versus 12,000 tier 12 infantry, and then Reinhardt lost, I don't know, at least half a march of max leadership tier 12. Is this the biggest replay? Is this the worst one?
That's the biggest one. He lost 8,000 units of tier 12.
Sprain lost him permanently?
No, Swan.
Swan lost 8,000 tier 12.
Yep.
Permanently.
Gone.
8,000 tier 12 is the equivalent of like $200,000 in resources worth of troops. Unless you buy it from a resource vendor for $20,000 or maybe $12,000. Either way, it's a monumental loss. It's taken me a year just to get a half a march of 1/3 of a max leadership. Ouch. Okay, so now that this has happened, what else is going on?
Ever since this event ended with the big hospital, it kind of dropped off so far. It's small, low-risk marches now in the outside capitals. We finally closed Senticon back up, so we own the server again.
UN1 has reclaimed the server. Is that right?
So, yep.
Boo! Boo! Okay, so that means next week, if I talk enough shit, we can get Dom rallied up enough to come back and fight for the server again. Is that what you guys want?
exactly what we want.
That's exactly what they want, boys and girls. So they say. So they say. Okay. Now, just for the sake of argument here, during a hospital event, what is the maximum amount of troops you can save? I mean, when we're talking about a 1.7 million leadership commander with max tier 12, it actually does matter because hospitals aren't that big.
When Rookie and Gangaji first landed on server, they got there before I did. The first big hit was on a player called 3017. Gangaji hit him and dropped him for 1,100 T-12 airships, and it completely filled his med bay. This was during the event.
So Gangaji got there last week and hit someone named 3017 for 1,100 tier 12 something. Infantry or airship? It doesn't matter, I guess.
Airship. Yeah.
Airship. Okay, that's a lot. That's more like 3,300. Almost a half. Okay, so 800,000 leadership worth of tier 12. Okay.
Correct.
That's a big hit. Now, when it comes to the hospital, you can increase the medical or your hospital equipment. It actually goes up quite a bit depending on how much you spend. But mine's at 100% already. Plus, I popped the 400%. Plus, I'm going to put the Christmas haul on. And then, what is the hospital capacity event? Is it 400%?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
It's big. Is it 10 times? Either way.
It's up there. It's up there.
Is it? I wonder if they have it perfectly mapped out. That it's exactly if you pop the health buff, the Christmas haul. I'm sorry, the hospital buff, the Christmas haul, and you have everything maxed out for the buff. That during the event it lets you hold an entire max leadership march. I bet it does.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, it probably does because I have it at 300,000 now, and I know I can get it to at least 900,000 with just research, maybe 800,000 with just research. Then during the event, multiply that by 10, 8 million. That would fit a max leadership march. That's probably pretty close. I don't know that for sure. Check in the comments below this video if anyone knows for sure. I bet you the guys at Theory Crafters Think Tank, Badger and Krylar, I'm sure they've probably done the math on it. So, oh man, could you imagine that repair bill? Fuck. Okay. So one of the things that we were talking about before we started this interview was that I always wanted to do a long-form conversation. I don't want to miss opportunities to talk to players about how they got into ARC, where they're at now, why they're still playing, what do they think about this game, and just kind of have like more of a long-form discussion. No necessary, direction. We'll just kind of flow with it. I'd like to jump into your account to do that. Do you think that's something we could do right now?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, so we are now logging into Nacho's account. Is your name is that a pun or a play on words, or is Nacho significant for your first name?
No, so it all started. My original name was like Nacho Art, like it's Nacho Art.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people got it. It was a pun. And so I just shortened it to Nacho, and I've been that ever since.
Okay, so it was a play on word. It was a pun originally. No one got the joke. Are you a dad?
Yes.
Ah. There you go. All right, so we're in Nacho's account. He's got the blue elf with the blue elf border. That is a nice look. Looks like he's got a ghillie, 800,000 ghillie, 20,000 elf. I see you're running that penetration Neko build. How do you like it?
So far, I haven't had much luck with it because of the fact that I'm still pushing the gear to where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not at 100% yet.
Yeah, it's tough.
But you do have the 10% from Andromeda's. You do have 26 on the Devil's Touch, 34, 36.4, and then you've got 18 and 18.8. So we still got a ways to go. What are we missing? Oh, 15 from the Dawn Hall, and then another 6 levels on the Devil's Touch, 3 on the Wild Rose, and 5 on the Wild Rose, something like that?
Yep.
Okay. I noticed you're running Shadow. Are you just wearing your Crit Wither, your Shura elsewhere?
Yeah, I sure is on my Gilly, but I like the shadow on Neko so I can get past the sweet marches.
I got
And
you.
then I just run him. He's at 600 awaken right now. Dodge.
Oh my God. So you have a Neko awakened.
And Gilly's awakened as well.
Okay. Elf, it looks more like a project for you. Looks like you gave up on Plasma like we all did.
I had a theory, and it did not pan out.
What was your theory?
I hate Dragon Slayer. So my theory was if she's going to blow me up, I'm going to blow her up. And a lot of people are still using the old T12s. So
yeah,
it's not going. So.
That's a good idea to blow up Dragon Slayer when she blows you up with Plasma. The problem is most Dragon Slayers are only running one slot. So you're missing out on bombing the other 5. But, okay. All right, so we've got a Hancock, a Project Hancock, Project Elf, and then a main Gilly rocking the badass build, right? Double damage, devastation, Shura, assault. Okay, and then Gilly is awakened. Says I can't. Commander unavailable. She's still injured.
Oh, you can heal her.
Okay. Gilly is injured. Did you leave your tier 12 in the capital?
No.
Are you sure?
Shouldn't be in there. Shouldn't be anything in there.
Okay.
So is there anything in med bay?
No, I was just hoping to get you worried for a second. Okay, so I've got all right. So Gilly here, a little injured. Let's go ahead and heal her up. 380 gold. Thank you very much. And the awaken is at 576.5, and you've got a lot of the Flower of Lives just sitting away for her. So, do you ever go crit with her?
Full advantage. Tried it, and it didn't. I didn't see huge results.
Okay.
The best result I get out of Gilly is awaken dodge.
Okay. Now as an interesting bit for the conversation, like I said, I want to tell players. So recently you rebound your account from Gmail or something to a fake or novelty Facebook account for gaming. How did you do it? How long did it take? What was the steps? Try to keep it as simple as possible.
Originally, the account was bound to both personal Facebook and Gmail. So in case something happened in the unbound process, I still have a fail-safe. Emailed support. I had to. They have a whole little list, like a little packet they give you to send back to them. Once you send everything that they ask for back to them, it was literally about a little over 24 hours, and it was done.
Okay, and that usually is like proof of spending, the name of the new email or Facebook account. What exactly?
So once they unbound it, I just logged back in with the new Facebook, and it linked right up.
Okay.
But what they asked for was, proof of spending. They asked for more than what they originally asked for. I had to set up 2 months of spending.
And that's like credit card statements to show that your account matches the money spent on the account around those dates.
Yeah, it's actually the Google Wallet. It's whatever you spend in your Google Wallet.
Okay.
And then pictures of commanders, which I didn't quite understand that. So I just sent screenshots of the commanders, screenshots of my troops, the name on the account, or the name of the art, and my RID number.
Okay, so yeah, that seems pretty standard. And you just did that through the Contact Us feature, right? You just went into more options, Contact Us, and then you can open a ticket there. If anyone needs to rebind their account or set up a dummy account or want to sell their account, that's how you do it. And that way you can just bind it to a fake Facebook or a fake Gmail and then sell that account. I don't really talk about that in the normal show or the channel, just for obvious reasons. It floods support and it encourages players to quit. So it's bad for the community in general, but it is a feature. People should know about it. And there you go, firsthand. Nacho just did it. So now, how did you get this blue avatar around your name?
I scored, what's it with blue avatar? That was third place in win.
Oh, I have that one too?
I believe so.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, I notice you have a really cool elf avatar. It's a little too cool. Let's change that to... See, it is the best month of the year, so it's Valentine's Day. Do you have the X Valentine's Day skin?
I do not.
You do not. Oh, man.
I don't buy anything into the X.
You don't buy anything into the X or anything cosmetic?
No, nothing X related.
I know. She's bad. She's bad. She's not... I want X to be good, but she's not. Okay, we covered the Dom Civil War. We covered Dom coming to UN1 on purpose, picking a fight, some kind of a brokered agreement there, and the fight rages on, which is totally badass. We declared ourselves fans for Dom because we have more friends there. Who else? Who else is in UN1 that I should be like hesitant to like turn my cloak so quickly on? Is there anyone else I know in your guild?
A few people you may have known, but Balkus, which is in your guild now, is his win.
Yeah.
He came from UN1. Bazook, he joined UN1. I'm sorry, he joined Win for the playoffs as well with me, but then he's just recently sold his account. I think that's it.
Oh, okay. So how did you end up back in UN1? It doesn't seem like a very predominantly English or community guild.
I ran UN1. I was the leader of them for a long time, and I saw all this fun they were having on server, and I told Anubis I'm going back for 30 days. I'll be back.
Okay. All right. That seems reasonable. Some people abandon their guilds and never come back, me being one of them. But coming back to just represent the guild you originally came from, the home guild, they probably helped build this account. You've been through a lot with them. And you came back to them. All in time for a huge civil war with Dom. I say civil war, but... Has it occurred to you, does it ever cross your mind that, like, it's only a week into this battle, but a month from now, 3 months from now, you guys are probably going to merge a little bit? You think people might join each other's guilds? You think there might be a super guild here in the making?
Absolutely.
You think there will be? Are you declaring peace?
No, we're not declaring peace, but because both sides want the PvP.
Yeah.
But when it comes time towards the end of the season, I absolutely see it happening. There's already been words exchanged.
I think that's perfect. Yeah, definitely peace is bad for business, right? Let the war go on. Let players do their small marches, medium marches. F it, let them go big marches if they want to. But like when you start getting into the end of the galactic battle, players either need to start merging to the top 6 super guilds or rally up as a server and do some wild stuff. I know USG and ARG did that last season, and I talked about that. Serenity didn't get invited to ARG for whatever reason, and she caught Andrew with his shield down a hopping and like zeroed off a bunch of his tier 12 while members of her own guild were in their guild getting ready for the galactic battle. It was a low blow. It was a dastardly low blow, but that was one of my favorite Arc of War moments. When Serenity messaged me that, she was so... You knew she wanted to like feel bad because it was a low down dirty trick, but like it is a war game, and that guy Andrew's been bad to them for years, so she got a good nut shot in on him. But that was a good memory. Okay, so going back to the Arc here, I mean, we're not going to do a full episode of Arcs here, but tell me about this account. 226 million power. How old is it? Lost the Nacho. Okay, well, I guess we're going to go do some... Oh, you know what? We should totally message people. All right, let's see. Now, let's see. We're in this guild. I kind of got to be careful because... Oh, he's the guild leader. I was going to say I could start messing around in guild chat, talking trash and having fun. But they are at war, and I don't want to, like, jeopardize his guild's trust by saying anything too ridiculous, so maybe we'll just send out some winky emojis. Let's see, we'll get Goab first. Get him with a rat emoji. There we go. Okay. And you know what we should do while we're waiting for Nacho to get back? We'll check some of his replays, see what kind of trouble he's been getting into. Okay, and then London's Fog. Oh, this is going to be hard. Okay. There it is. Okay. All right, I should probably message Monkey 4 too. Monkey 4 is he's a good dude. Okay, they're probably getting these wondering what the heck's going on. They'll figure it out tomorrow. All right, so let's check our replays. Let's see what he's got for us here. Should we check his peak contest too? All right, so he's running Sui March Elf with tier 9. What does he have here? I know it's tier 12. What is it, though? He's an infantry, right? Oh, wow. He's got tier 12 Walker. What a baller. And tier 11 Walker. That's interesting. Tier 11 and tier 12 Walker. Double Sui March. So Sui March with tier 12 in front, tier 11 in the back. I really like that because the tier 12, a little less viable as a Sui March because it's more vulnerable to airships. Actually, it's just as vulnerable as tier 11 is to airships, but it has, you know, Sui insurance built in by having the terror space damage, but then also the tier 11 can Sui other walkers while the tier 12 walkers cannot. God, I made that sound complicated when it's really not. Oh well. If you haven't seen the tier 12, the Sui guide for tier 12, check that out. That's online. I mean, we know it's one-sided, but yeah, just a small tier 11 March. Instinct. Yeah, Feral Instinct on Hancock is really good, but Hancock does lack a guaranteed hit. Remember that. He needs to land that Taurus or Gemini if he's going against a Dodger, especially a Gilly with 600% dodge or 580, whatever she has. She's just crushing him. And, of course, remember, Gilly disables gems in the first round, so she just crushed right through him. Easy work of him. And that's, you got to remember, Hancock is reducing damage and defense. So when you have a commander that's building pure attack with Titans and stuff, it just, a couple triggers of fair strength ain't going to knock it off. Oh, wow. Look at this. The last 4 hours of cleaning up the tiles are here. Can't complete the task? Please let us know in WeChat. 5 Wednesday before 4 p.m. Did not finish. Did not inform. Did not fill out the completion. There will be fines. So he's saying hit tiles. Get to fighting. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, man. The war bells are chanting or war bells are ringing. Nacho, I can't hear you, man. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. Is my sound off? Let's check my sound. How embarrassing would that be?
You know, I know it's going to be a good day.
My sound's working.
Because we just...
All right, Nacho. Well, sounds like we're having technical difficulties. We are having a miserable failure on our first Captain's Corner. What are we calling this thing? Captain's Parlay? Captain's Corner? In the comments below, if you stuck around for this whole, whatever this amalgamation of an interview was, what should we call this series? I definitely want to do more of these. I definitely want to sit down with players and talk about their arcs, the history, their server, what's going on with their account. Instead of doing it like arcs where I'm on my own or Pimp My Arc where I'm on my own and I do the interview beforehand, I want to do it with them, long form style, give something for people to listen to when they're on their drive or, you know, at work and they just have something running in the background. I think they make for interesting videos and interesting content, and they also provide like a personal element to these players, their stories, and what's happening in Arc War in 2020. The fact that this is legal, the fact that these games, these pay-to-win games are legal, a neat little timestamp. So I think I'm going to wrap it up with that, Nacho. Thanks for giving me access to the account to jump in. Did I miss anything else in this account I wanted to look at? I probably did. Did we want to check, let's see, domestication potions, 72 unused magazine racks. My goodness, what are you waiting for? I wonder if sometimes people forget to use those. Oh yeah, you got the salutes. Wow. Yeah, you got some stuff left over from events. Your Grievous is ready to go. Okay, well that's it then. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Nacho, I don't know if I have to call you online. Oh, we lost Nacho again, but... that's it, guys. If you want to vote in the comments below, if you don't see the vote for Captain's Corner or the comment for Captain's Corner, or if you don't see the comment for Captain's Parlay, or you have a better name for this type of show, put it in the comments below. Upvote the one you like or write one in, and then maybe I'll have a special animation introduction done. And who would you like to see? Who would you like to see? Now, granted, I do want to do these in person one day. We'll talk about that in the future. This is more manageable for now, and that's what we're going with. So thanks for watching. My name is Melt. Dom, Un1, you guys go at it, have fun, kill each other. That's what this game is for. Don't hold on to your troops forever. You got to use them somewhere. May as well use them against each other.